And we're live. Hi, I'm Karen Fagan, licensed professional counselor.
Hi, I'm Melinda Jacobs, trauma-informed coach and hypnotherapist.
And we are healers
Healers.
who swear a lot.
You swear a lot.
I got
Fuck
it right
yes.
this time.
So the reason, folks, I am giggling so much is because I love catching Karen slightly off guard. And she's like, we should talk about this. And we just hit the live, and she didn't know that.
And here we are. So
Karen, what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about how much energy it takes to level up. So, you think, oh, I'm going to achieve goals and I'm going to accomplish things and I'm going to level up in my life. But what you don't think about is it's fucking hard. It's fucking hard. It's fucking scary. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. And it does. And it takes, I was thinking today that one of my past relationships, I nicknamed them Mr. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and never did anything. And I realized today, oh shit, that's me. Just today, because I have all of these grand ideas, and the number of times I said, oh, I'm going to do this, and oh, I'm going to do that, and it doesn't come to fruition, just for everything you just said, it's scary. It takes a lot of energy. It's, for me, it's super vulnerable to put myself out, and I have this voice in my head. It's like, why do I need to say this? Someone else is saying it, so why do I need to say it? And I get the same answer again and again from teachers and friends and colleagues, is because no one can say it the way you do.
Right.
And yet, you're right. It takes a lot of energy. And so, Karen, what's a recent up-leveling that you've done in your life? Where did you level up?
So I got this horse. And he's 7 years old, and I really should have gotten him going a long time ago, but life gets in the way. And he scares me. I had a bad wreck a few years ago. I broke my ankle, like 9 screws in a plate worth of broke my ankle. Like broke it all the way off my foot. And my recovery from that is still, I don't have 100% motion in it. It's just going to affect me forever. And it hurts my hip and it hurts my side and whatever. And it took me a really long time to even get comfortable riding again. And so this weekend, like I have a couple of horses actually, and my other one is miserable to ride on the trail, and she gets all anxious and worked up, and it's just not fun. And I quit in my head, and that's the other thing about leveling up, is it doesn't tend to happen when things are going well and you're having a great time and have tons of energy. So I, called on my friends and told them that I was quitting on these 2 horses. And my friends were, very supportive and said, you've worked really hard with both of them. And you know what? You really just want to have fun riding. And if that means trading these in and getting another one, okay, that sounds great. We support you. Well, then the next day, I actually had a lesson scheduled with the person I sent my young horse to for training a couple of years ago. And I waited too long to feel good about canceling it. So I went. And let me tell you, this was like the worst. I don't know if you know about horses, but this is the worst situation ever. It was a 2-hour haul for a horse who doesn't go in a trailer a lot. So it's super stressful. Part of the trip was this washboardy dirt road. By the time I got there, I have a swinging divider in my stock trailer. And the road was so bad. The weld that the bolt goes into that holds the divider against the wall had broken. And so for the last like 15, 20 miles, that divider was like whacking the horse through the whole thing.
God.
So this horse like should have been a total basket case. He's also in a totally unfamiliar environment, strange horses all around. And I thought, I'm going to die. And I told the trainer, who I know, I said, my fantasy is you get on him and walk, trot, canter him. And I feel like an idiot because I haven't done that. And then I get on him and walk, trot, canter him. And in my head, I'm like, nobody's going to be able to do that. She's going to put one foot in the stirrup and he's going to kill all of us. Well, it was fabulous. Oh, and let's add to this. By the time we got there, there's a thunderstorm.
Oh,
So
great.
wind is going, thunder, lightning. It didn't quite start raining yet, but I was like, what the hell? I'll get on the horse. What's the worst thing can happen? I'll get bucked off and struck by lightning. So it was phenomenal. It was amazing. Under the worst conditions, this little horse did everything right. For the first time in a very long time, I am excited about riding. It doesn't feel like work. And I went home from work after seeing, I can't even remember, 8 to 9 clients today, and got on my horse. And usually I walk in the door and think about doing something with my horse. And then I'm like, I just don't have the energy. And I sit down on the couch and do something that's not at all energetic. But even that, I know that I am a person who needs downtime to recharge. And so the act of having to put more energy into getting this horse moved along, like the cost on that is my, quiet turtle time where I don't think, I don't process, I don't do anything but like just recover. Because life is hard sometimes. It's been really hard. I've had to adjust this year to some massive life changes. I'm an empty nester for the first time. I have no idea. I've been raising kids for 22 years. I have no idea who I am outside of being a mom.
Wouldn't that be another up leveling that you've done? Is you've up leveled?
A fucking hard year.
Yeah.
It's been a fucking hard year. And this is the first time in a very long time that I felt excited.
You know what I really love and appreciate about your story and this concept of the energy it takes to level up is I know that the horses and the writing and all of that has been on your mind for quite some time. It's always in the background. It's the voice of shoulds. I should be doing this and I should be doing that. And your body's exhausted, and so you don't have the energy. And what I love is one is your support. Your support met you exactly where you at. Didn't try to talk you into something. They're just like, yeah, okay, that's an option. And there was just absolute support there. And when that kind of support shows up, I think a deeper soul desire shows up for us, and it's a little deeper truth. And so in the moment you're like, fuck it, I'm going to quit these horses. But once you were given the permission, then it's almost like you got to have your moment, you reset without even realizing you were resetting.
Oh, and I bawled my head off on, what day was that? Saturday? Cried all the way back to the house after this terrible ride, cried all afternoon, cried when I called people, ended up with a migraine, cried myself to sleep, took a nap, got up, cried some more. It was crazy. It was a real upheaval.
Yeah. And then after all of that emptying out, then you had this amazing experience, and it reignited a deeper inspiration and passion within you. Yeah, and I think that's what's amazing about it.
Well, and I think about you with your move. That's been such a hard transition. You've been lonely. You've been sad. I just wanted to hug you. And I can't because you moved to fucking Arizona.
Folks, a little bit. I've been a little weepy, a little bit. I've been getting my pity party hat out a little bit.
We like to text each other and say, I'm having a pity party. When I text Melinda, she's like, are there hats? Can we wear hats?
Can we do crafts? Can we please craft?
Hats, yes, crafts, no. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's starting to break open for you too. You're making connections. You're starting to recognize people when you go places. This is becoming your home.
And I think that's, for me, that's the part of leveling up. That's the magic, is like there wasn't, I didn't see you forcing yourself today to go for that ride after work. It was inspired. It was, this is what I want to do. Right.
It felt like the old energy I used to have when riding was fun.
And I think that when we're in those low spots, what's hard is remembering that the inspiration always comes back We don't know when, we don't know where, we don't know how, but it comes. I was just telling Karen just this weekend, I had this massive download for an in-person retreat, and I'm super excited about it. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. It's still kind of forming, but I mean, I was just sitting in this, like you said, Karen, I've been lonely and I've been sad. And I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs going, what the fuck am I doing in the middle of fucking Arizona? Like, why am I here? Where's my mom? And then all of a sudden, without effort, this big, huge idea. And I've had some friends that have been pushing me for years to do an in-person retreat, to do a live retreat. And so, it just took some chess moves to get the pieces in the right position for this to kind of flow with ease. And it will, just like the move did. It's going to just create itself. It already has. Like, I already have the outline.
Ooh, I have this fantasy in my head that I have all the time, and I was not able to materialize it when I went to Sedona that time.
Ooh.
You should teach a yoga class outside on rocks.
We could do that.
I'm telling you.
For sure.
Yeah, I was super disappointed that they're like, I just knew that I was going to go to a vacation in Sedona and open whatever local magazine, and I'd have 87 morning yoga classes outside on the rocks to choose from, and I couldn't find a single one. I was very sad. So you can make that happen for me.
I could make that happen for you.
It was a premonition.
Okay. Bring your yoga mat. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. But I don't travel anywhere without my yoga mat. But that's the thing is, I think like we get this idea that we're supposed to be like zen and peaceful and I know. I mean, transition is brutal. It is fucking brutal. It is the ripping out of the old you and the cramming in of the new stuff. And I just don't, I mean, maybe there's some super enlightened way to be open and like flow through all of that, but I'm not finding it.
Well, I know some of it is to get some clarity around who you want to become and to every day align to that. Like I love this exercise. I'm teaching this class in a couple of weeks. So by the way, on the weekend. And it's just that it's about who am I right now? And what are the thoughts and the feelings and the beliefs and the actions that got me here? And who am I becoming? And how does that person think? How does she feel? What does she do? What does she believe? And when you compare and contrast, I think of them kind of like little slides, like, not so responsible with money, way responsible with money, maybe not so secure about myself, feeling very secure about myself. So each one of these things has its own little slide, gets out and moves every day or doesn't move every day and then slide it over. And it's like, no, I'm being active no matter what. And so I think that there's ways to slowly turn the ship to get to that, but it does take clarity and it takes patience and it takes kindness and compassion and understanding and it takes fucking support. So thank you for being my support, Karen.
Oh, and thank you for being we can always, you guys, anybody listening, we have the greatest relationship. I mean, we just have this agreement that we know each other really well and we can say any weird thing we want to each other. And sometimes it's pretty weird. And it's not going to get weird. And that, you know what that's called? That's called trust. I trust you probably more than I trust. I mean, there's like 3 people in the world I know would just have my back on my worst day. And you're on that list for sure.
Oh, thank you.
But again, the take-home message is leveling up is hard. It's really, really hard. And it's hard, I think, especially because a lot of times you don't know what it's going to look like. Like I always tell my clients when they come in and they're like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, all right, I want you to go out on the sidewalk in front of my office. Don't go to Australia. Whatever you do, don't go to Australia. And I'm like, what do you do? And they're like, well, I don't go to Australia. I'm like, great, but what do you do? And they like get stuck for an answer because they're like, well, I guess I'd go home. And I'm like, oh, so you're picking a destination and then you're going home. You're setting a goal and you're taking stepwise like objectives to get there. So the process of leveling up, you don't know where you're going. You're just
or sometimes even the steps to take.
Yeah.
But I love this question. This would be my takeaway for this conversation is, this has been a really cool question, is what's the next inspired action I can take moving towards this? What's the next inspired action? And sometimes just like you're like, it's like, I don't know. And sometimes that's okay. It's okay to not know. But when you're aligning your thoughts to what's that next action, you're putting yourself in the energy of the solution rather than, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, which is putting you in the fucking problem.
Bring me the experience of. These are words.
What's the next inspired action? Yeah.
Yeah. And put yourself in there as if you know. Call that experience to you.
You're starting to sound a little bit like you've been listening to Dr. Joe.
Oh, girlfriend, I've been talking like this for years and years. That's why people like me. I combine the science stuff with the energy stuff, the woo-woo stuff, as my clients like to call it.
I hate the word woo-woo. I'm sorry. I just
think it's funny. I laugh at it. I'm like, yeah, I do woo-woo stuff. What's your problem? Here's a rock. Here's 6.
I think that I've gone like, there's woo-woo and then there's Sedona.
I know.
I have leveled up to Sedona level of woo-woo and I'm loving it.
And I was there. I just felt like everything was like this. It was the coolest. I mean, you've seen my picture. It broke me open.
Yeah, it did.
You know the picture of the light dot that I don't know. I think I took a picture of God or an angel or something.
The light dot.
I'm not kidding you. It's
well, okay. So leveling's up hard.
Yeah.
And it's possible. And the other thing I want to remind folks is that don't give up. Like, I love that one image of, the person who's, digging his own tunnel, trying to get to the other side, and he finally gives up, and he's literally like one strike away. And so, tomorrow's another day. What do they say, Karen? Get back on the horse.
I got back on the damn horse. And then this trainer who I really admire said I was a very talented rider. That didn't hurt. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that helps. That helps.
But it's, I was going to say something brilliant. Now I don't remember what it is because I got lost in that moment. Never mind.
Well, more to come about the live opportunity to come hang out with me and experience yourself as a mystical being.
I want to go.
It'll be fun. Yeah. And I think that's the most important part is that, the people who are just like, oh my God, I just want to be able to hear things like you do and feel things like you do. And I'm like, well, you may not. But the point is play and make it fun. So I'm going to create a weekend of playing and fun for folks.
I love it.
Yay.
Stay tuned.
And I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you next time. We need to talk about next Monday. I'm not going to be here next Monday.
Oh, and I'm not going to be here the Monday after that. Well, yes, I will. I'll be all done with my after wedding festivities by then.
Okay. So I won't be here next week. Maybe Karen will get on and do a live on her own. Blink.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Maybe Karen is going to
glitched out for a second. What? I'm losing connections.
Karen and I are taking a break next week, and we will return in 2 weeks. This time, same bat channel. Love you all. Oh, how about some information? Right. Thank you for the psychic reminder. So if you'd like to have some awesome support by Karen, she's amazing.
And Melinda. The fabulous Melinda Jacobs.
We are both fabulous in our own ways. I love you.
I love you. We'll talk
soon. Bye.
Bye.